I got the notification on ESPN last night that they said Lamelo Ball, they was shopping him around. And the first thing I thought was, have the best season that I've had in probably the last 15 years on my franchise. And then I'm going to trade away the best player.
What?
Stop it. Get some help.
But then I seen that the Timberwolves were interested. Now, the Timberwolves, I knew the Timberwolves were going to try to make a move because they moved Julius Randle for nothing. They moved that nigga for a bag of chips and a hot dog. Do you get what I'm trying to tell you? They moved him to Brooklyn for like 2 second-round picks or something. Like, oh my God. So I knew they was trying to get off that cap space. They didn't really want a player in return. They wanted the cap space so that they can go try to find somebody for Ant-Man. And there was a lot of reports saying that Anthony Edwards was looking at the front office like, hey, where the fuck is my help at, bro? Like, I done got y'all to the Western Conference Finals 2-3 times. I almost got close last year. I'm fucking out here fighting Wemby. Like, bro, get me some help. And I think this is the much needed help. They signed Ayo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ayo. Ayo actually grew up in Chicago, bro. I used to watch him in high school, bro. You know what I'm saying? Him and Jalen Brunson, I used to watch them in high school, and I'm super proud of how far they came. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being at high school, the championship game when he was playing for Morgan Park against Whitney Young, I think it was. No, it was against Simeon. And he was out there balling by himself, too. His team was ass, but he was out there just balling crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think these are my favorite 2 players in the league, though. That's the crazy part. Like, these are my, so that them to be, I ain't gonna lie, must-see TV, bro. You get them some defenders. You get them a big man. If you could try to move Rudy and get somebody, man, I'm trying to tell you.
Traded Lamelo Ball and Josh Green
I'm trying to
the
tell
Minnesota
you.
Timberwolves for Naz Reid, a 2033 unprotected first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps, and 3 second-round picks. And it was only about 12 hours ago when Shans first reported that the Hornets were listening to trade offers for Lamelo.
This is must-see
The Timberwolves
TV,
being one
bro.
of the teams that had significant interest in him, and now he is on the team with Anthony Edwards. They were a part of the same draft class, and now we're going to be seeing that duo on the court together.
It was
Let me know your thoughts in the
1 and
comment
3,
section
right?
about that. Lamelo partnering up with Anthony Edwards.
And I think people are sleeping on the fact that LaMelo Ball grew up with the Ball family. Lonzo Ball, the Lonzo and LaMelo, y'all sleeping on their court vision, bro. And they way to facilitate and be point guards. The difference between LaMelo is like a taller Trae Young, meaning that he can be better on defense. But he can pass that ball. He can average 20 and 10. I think he'll average 20 and 10 his whole career. Easy in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? And when you got that firepower and they can both shoot, you got that firepower. This is like, I'm excited for next season, and fuck, it's shit. The season just ended. I was hoping that the Bulls would make a move for him. We just drafted Caleb Wilson. I was hoping that the Bulls made a move for like LaMelo or even Trae Young or Jaylen Brown. Maybe we get Jaylen Brown. That'll be cool. Hopefully the Bulls can make another move and get me to, because I just want to be excited as a Bulls fan the way I am for a Bears fan. Like last year, the Bears, that was the best Bears season I ever witnessed in my life, nigga. So I just want to put my foot. I want to pay $10,000 for me and my wife to go sit courtside at a Bulls game. Like, I want to do that, but they haven't been worth it. You know what I'm saying? But now it's getting to the point where shit is, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Even going to Minnesota, I might go to Minnesota and watch these niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Saga in Charlotte has come to an end. He's heading to Minnesota.
Minnesota.
For Naz Reid, a first-round pick.
Naz Reid hurt, though. That loss, that hurts.
And 3 second-round picks, according to Chris Haynes, who broke the news. And my God, indeed, we had heard since last night that this trade was going to happen either to one of the teams that was interested. Was it Milwaukee? Was it going to be Minnesota? Everybody had been talking about it. The Timberwolves now have the number 1 and number 3 picks of the 2020 draft as a part of their starting backcourt. I do like this team.
I love this team.
It's upsetting that Naz is going to be gone.
Yeah, that hurts.
But you had to make the jump.
You had to do something for that. If to only give up Naz Reid too, like, what the fuck are these teams doing? What are y'all doing? I mean, shit, they really ain't got nobody else to give up. But I will say, I can't remember how tall Ayo is, but their backcourt is looking really, really nice. I can't remember who's on the actual who's on the roster right now. Who else? I know Io, I know Rudy, Julius Randle's gone. Oh, they still got Dante DiVincenzo. He's coming back from injury. They got Terrence Shannon Jr. Oh my God, they got Jaden McDaniels. They got Bones Highland still. You know what I'm saying? I think they need to come off of Kyle Anderson. This is a really good team, bro. They need a few more bigs. I don't know if they can trade for like some cheaper bigs. Just some length, bro. Because in that Western Conference with Wemby, you need somebody that's bigger, stronger. I don't know who they would go get. I could see somebody like a Sabonis. Great pickup. Somebody like a what's bro name on Houston, bro? The white boy on Houston. I cannot remember his name right now. But y'all, I think y'all know I'm gonna find him. But Sabonis would be crazy right now. I think Rudy can still stay on the team and do his job. But I think you need somebody else that can do more, like pull Wemby out the paint a little bit, which is what Naz Reid was doing, which is why that was like a really pivotal move for him. But they did good, bro. They got rid of Julius Randle. He wasn't talking about shit. Okay, they got rid of they ended up having to get rid of Naz Reid, but this is exciting.
You believe
Let me see who what's that dude name?
You guys were close. And honestly, as much as I thought Anthony Edwards had made strides.
Sengun, that's what I'm thinking about. Sengun. Somebody like that who could get in the paint but could still post up and can still move around on the other side, mid-range area.
Playmaking guard for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's not a point guard. And
right.
Now you have, and look, LaMelo Ball, if he's healthy and if he's lethal, you're looking at yourself at a
25 and 10.
They also drafted his replacement in Christian Anderson. You have Naz Reid now playing with Hans Steinbach, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Musa Diabate, Brandon Miller, Konkanipple, and it's And
even last year was a bad year, and he averaged 20 and 7, bro. On a bad year with a bad coach and a bad team. For his career, let's see what he's done. So last year, the year before last, he averaged 25 and 7, 24 and 8, 24 and 8, 24 and about 9. And then his rookie season, he averaged 15 and 6. Second season, he averaged 20 and 6. I think you got to think about it too. He hasn't really had any real help. So I think this will unlock LaMelo. LaMelo was in MVP talks, bro, for that stretch. He was averaging about 30 points, 10 assists, nigga. Like, I don't think they'll win a championship. I think they'll be a top 5 seed, and I think they will be probably the most entertaining team to watch in the league.
At the draft, when I was at the draft, I actually had found out that more than likely the Domantas Sabonis deal was dead in the water. So Minnesota now has a team that looks like this, guys. LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, probably Ayo Sumo, Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert. Then off the bench, you'd have... I can't believe they got themselves Isaiah Evans. Johan Berger.
I can't remember.
I assume they'll bring back Mike Conley, Bones Highland, Jalen Clark.
No, Mike Conley got to go. Conley got to go.
Terrence Shannon.
Or he got to take a minimum. He probably already is.
And I think when you look at LaMelo, this was the best deal that the Hornets were probably going to get, and this was the best player.
I don't think so. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought the Bulls was going to make a run because I thought that they would give up Josh Giddey. Shit, I would. I would give up Josh Giddey for LaMelo. That's an upgrade. But I'm not really surprised. The Bulls kind of just did good in the draft, and Josh Giddey is a very good point guard. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to see who did they... Okay, they got Isaiah Evans from Purdue. No, from Duke. I think I remember him. And they got Trey Wren from Purdue. I don't know who that is, though. He was the 59th pick. I'm not sure who that is.
He played 72 games. Second time he played 70 games in his career. He averaged 20 points in 28 minutes. Shot 41% from the field.
Like, why is he playing 28 minutes?
7 assists, 5 rebounds, 1.2 steals. Was a plus 5.8.
Wow.
And if you have been following LaMelo's career, To say that he hadn't been a winning basketball player until this past year
It's bullshit.
is key. And he made leaps.
He hasn't been a winning basketball player because his team has been ass and his coach is a fucking bonehead. I'm pretty sure this is the same coach that had him coming off the bench. This is the same franchise. The franchise is just terrible, okay? They had this man coming off the bench his rookie season. He got drafted second or third. The fuck? Who does that? This is with this 2K? Like what's going on?
In his
And then you got Brandon Miller. You got players, but you got team. The team should have been making the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. I will give them that for sure. But if you spend time, and I used to always watch Charlotte games on League Pass when I got the chance because Lamelo is so entertaining. But if you actually watch that game, it's a lot of people just looking like it's no unison at all. So I think Coach Finn, I think his name Finn, and he's great coach, very good coach at Timberwolves. He knows schemes, he knows how to make adjustments, he knows how to use his players. I think putting LaMelo in a system, I think that's gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? And him and Anthony Edwards, I think they could take turns with the ball, and I think they could both play off ball, which is good. I think LaMelo is a little bit better as a facilitator, so I can see Anthony Edwards coming off a lot of picks, doing a lot of pin downs, a lot of floppies, a lot of moving around. I can see that. But man, they look really solid, bro. I think they have a power forward problem because you have Anthony Edwards, you have LaMelo Ball, you have Io and McDaniels. So I think one of those guys has to come off the bench. If I'm the coach, one of those guys has to come off the bench. But I don't know, because how tall are these niggas? Because I know Melo is a big guard. Melo is 6'7". Io is 6'5". So he won't be able to play the small forward role. He probably had to come off the bench. And then Jaden McDaniels, I think he's pretty tall, right? How tall is Jaden McDaniels? He can guard, though. Jaden McDaniels can guard. Oh, he's 6'9". So, yeah, they're good. He could play 3 or 4. He could play a stretch 4 or he could play the 3. Because he's 6'9". So, probably with shoes on, he's about 6'10". Yeah, he could play. Yeah, so they might be good. And fastball. However, his reported or measured height during team workouts has frequently been closer to 6'11". I did not know Jaden McDaniels was 6'11". Holy shit. So, if he's about 6'11", he could play. They could play the small ball and have Rudy in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Rudy need to get his fucking ass in that gym and work on some post moves. Other than that, but and you know, catching some lob shit like that, bro. I think this is nice.
leadership and also just being a winning player. He cut down in some of the
Turnovers.
I'm saying this
stupid
jokingly,
plays.
but he would sometimes be a basketball hooligan in the sense that
For sure.
he was in his own world and we were just living it. Is what I mean by
But I don't
that.
think he had a system, bro.
And that's awesome. But when your team wants to become competitive and your team wants to be competing for championships, that stops at some point, especially when you're on a max extension.
Yeah,
And I think this
I agree.
will be a tribulation through fire to prove that he is worthy.
Only about 2-3 turnovers a game this past season. And I think a lot of that but 7 assists though. And a steal. So damn, 90% from the free throw line. He's shooting about 37% from the 3-point, 40% from the field as a point guard. I mean, not bad, not great, not all world, but I think him on the Timberwolves with Coach Finch. I think his name is Finch, not Finn, but yeah, I think that'll be a great. I think him having a Anthony Edwards. You know, they're both big personalities, very fiery team. Very. I think that goes farther than talent will ever get you. I think Anthony Edwards' desire to win. I think LaMelo Ball's desire to win, compete. I think Io's desire to win, McDaniels. This is a very fiery, confident, young, beat your chest. This my team. This my city. This, you know what I'm saying? Like they have that. They They all got a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what you need as a basketball team more than anything else, for real. You know, I think you need that more than anything else. I think that takes you a long way, more than what talent. You can have the best talented most team on the in the NBA. You don't have that fire, you don't have that desire, you don't have that gorilla, that lion, that animal in you, then I think you always gonna fall a little bit short. I think LaMelo will push Ant. I think Ant will push LaMelo. LaMelo does everything entertaining except for the high flying, but you got Anthony Edwards for that. So hopefully they just stay healthy, bro. And honestly, other than the Bulls, this might be my favorite team to watch. I'm still an OKC fan, but these are literally my two favorite players in the NBA, bro. Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball. You can ask anybody. You can ask my wife. Like, I've been to multiple games. Every time I went to a Heat game, it was always against LaMelo. You know, I love watching LaMelo play. So I think both of those guys will be crazy together. I'm really, really excited. And I'm kind of pissed off that we gotta wait like 4 or 5 fucking months for this shit. But it's cool though. It's cool. I think it'll be entertaining. And I think if they can get a Sabonis, if they can get a young big man, I can't think of any big man. Let me see. Cause they might have to come off Rudy to be a. If they come off Rudy and get like a Sengun or a Sabonis, they gonna look stupid. They gonna look disgusting, nigga. Let me try to find best centers in the NBA. Let's look. Cause I can't think of nobody. Okay, of course we got Jokic. Oh, maybe Jalen Duren. I don't know, cause he ain't. I think if they could go get maybe one of those Cleveland guys, if they can go get even a Valanciunas off the bench would be great. You know what I'm saying? A Mitchell Robinson off the bench would be cool. Zubac would be cool. Jackson Hayes. Just somebody that can run. Or Derek Lively Jr., bro. Derek Lively Jr. would be a great fucking pickup. I know the Bulls just got Nick Claxton, which is a pretty good pickup for us, too. I ain't gonna lie. Nurkic is in Utah. How old is he? Derek Queen ain't going nowhere. Steven Adams would be nice. Steven Adams would be nice. Serviceable. Just a big dog. Just a serviceable big, bro, that can post up, strong, move. Because you need somebody strong with Wemby. And I think Wemby going to be getting big as hell all off season. I think Wemby going to come back looking like motherfucking Jaku Stoyanis or some shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll be a little scared. If Wemby come back fucking looking like fucking LeBron or big like that, nigga, we got problems. So you need somebody like a Steven Adams. Just that big body, that big European body. Cause Rudy a little too thin and he a little too damn soft too. I ain't gonna lie. Like sometimes like he looked great against Jokic and then Wemby go up. When you see Wemby and he just like letting Wemby do whatever the fuck he want to do, like put your elbow in this nigga throat, man. Fuck. Hit him. Do something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, overall, really excited for the Timberwolves, bro. Really excited for Ant, really excited for LaMelo, and hopefully we can see something good, man. I want to see them I want to see them in the finals. Can we get that in the next 2-3 years? Shit. The Bulls, we gonna be all right. We got a little long. We got Caleb Wilson. I forgot the 15th pick, the guy from Texas, but he's a really good pickup too. We got Josh Giddey. We got Matas Buzelis. We got a little squad, but we're young. We need some time. But if we can see LaMelo and Anthony Edwards in the finals, shit, against the must-see TV